It's time to end Dreamcast Guy's career forever. Oh, Dreamcast Guy. Oh my god. Where do we even begin with this guy? Max Shockley. Oh my god. So, for those of you who weren't aware, Dreamcast Guy is a YouTuber, and he's basically an ambulance chaser. And all he does is regurgitate news that he pulls from bigger, more successful websites like IGN, as an example. Now, it's been no secret, we've known this for years. Dreamcast Guy is a Sony pony, and he hates Xbox. Absolutely hates Xbox. He always has, and he always will. He will always hate Xbox. You know, he loves Sony so much, I'm surprised he doesn't just change the name of his YouTube channel to PlayStation Guy. Honest to God. Honest to God. So, you know, with Dreamcast Guy, he's always posting negative videos surrounding Xbox. He's been doing it for years. Over the last couple of weeks, it's been really slow in the gaming industry. So, as you can imagine, Max doesn't work for a living. He doesn't have a job. He's unemployed. And for all we know, he's collecting welfare or disability checks. We don't know that, but let's just assume that. So things are really slow right now. And Max is having difficulty keeping the lights on. Okay, he's having difficulty paying his heat and hydro bill. So he is putting out these, let's just call it as it is. It's hit pieces, slander. I'm surprised Microsoft attorneys have not gone after him at this point. And he's talking about this is the end of Xbox. Xbox is dead. The console wars are over. Max, you are an absolute idiot. And let me explain something to you. You don't understand how business works. You never will. Okay? You're uneducated. And honest to God, you don't understand how things work. Okay? Microsoft, and Phil Spencer has gone on record and talked about this before. Okay? Xbox is not trying to compete with anybody. Microsoft and Xbox are doing their own thing over here. Okay? Microsoft has acquired all of these studios. Okay? They're not in a financial peril, you idiot. Microsoft bought all of these studios knowing full well, Max, are you listening? Full well that they could allow these games to be purchased on other platforms, you idiot. Why would Microsoft hold Call of Duty or the new Indiana Jones game hostage on the Xbox ecosystem when the game could be released on PlayStation, and that's just more money in Microsoft's pocket, Max? Do you understand what we're saying here? Do you understand? And as a matter of fact, Sony understands how this works, Max. Because Sony is doing the same thing right now. Sure, you can't buy the Sony exclusives on the Xbox console right now. Sure. But you know what, Max? You can go onto Microsoft Windows and you can purchase God of War, Max. Okay? The door swings both ways. Sony understands there's an opportunity for revenue, so they're releasing their games on Microsoft Windows. The only reason why Sony is not releasing their first-party exclusives or even some of their third-party games on the mighty Xbox system, okay? It's got to do with reputation, Max, okay? Microsoft doesn't care. They will whore out all of these games to the Sony platform. They don't care. Because Microsoft's bread and butter where they make their money. It's never been about the hardware, Max. It's always been about the software. Okay? It's always been about the software. And Sony is starting to finally come around to this as well. Okay? There's a Horizon Lego game that's available now on the Switch. So obviously Sony is dipping their toes in the water. And when the Switch 2 comes out, if it's as powerful as a PS4, Max, guess what? You're going to start seeing God of War, okay? The Horizon games, they're going to be released on the next Switch, Max. It's inevitable, okay? So when you're out there screaming to the sky because you think people are actually listening to what you have to say and you think Microsoft and Xbox Team Green is dead, it's the other way around, you idiot. Every time you go onto the PlayStation Store, okay, and you purchase Call of Duty, Max, you're purchasing part of the Xbox ecosystem, Max. Don't you get it? Oh my God. Sony needs Xbox. Xbox doesn't need Sony, okay? Sony needs Call of Duty, Max. That's why Microsoft is releasing these games over on the Sony platform. Okay? Microsoft's not stupid. They are far from it, okay? This is money in Phil Spencer's pocket. Every time you guys log on to the Sony eStore and you download anything that's from Bethesda, whether it be the new Doom game that's coming out, or you get, like I said, the new Call of Duty, or anything that's owned by Microsoft, it's money in Microsoft's pocket, okay? The Xbox console is just giving you an option. If you want to play your games on the Xbox console, you might get first dibs. Okay, Max? You put out a video talking about the new Indiana Jones game and about how it's being released on the PlayStation Network. It's coming on the Xbox console first, Max. You guys might get that game 6 months later, okay? There's so many options now as far as where we can play our games. A lot of us out there are choosing the option of either a ROG Ally, or a Steam Deck, or playing on your PC, okay? There's a lot of people out there that could give a rat's ass about a PS5 or an Xbox console. But see, Max is too narrow-minded to look at it like that. He doesn't realize that Microsoft owns pretty well a huge chunk of the PC space. And a lot of these games are being purchased on PC. Max doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that a PC is basically an Xbox at this point. He doesn't understand it. He thinks that this is the end of Xbox. No, Max. No. This is just a miniature baby PC for those of us who don't want to go out and buy a big rig, okay? But for those of us who want to go out and buy a big rig, we can play all the Xbox games on the PC and your Sony exclusives as well, okay? Calm down there, Max. This isn't the end of Microsoft. This is just the beginning. Okay? Think about what you're saying, okay? The money coming in, and this goes for Sony as well, the bulk of it has to do with software, okay? The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, this is just an entry point to be able to download your games or purchase your games, okay? There's no death of Xbox. Xbox isn't going anywhere. It's actually the opposite, Max. Xbox is becoming bigger than it's ever been. So, again, Dreamcast Guy doesn't understand how business works. He thinks Microsoft is bleeding cash. That's absolutely not true. They're swimming in it. Okay? They're swimming in it. Good Lord. You think just because Game Pass is not taking off And you think just because the Series X is in third place, you think that there's trouble on the horizon? It's really not the case, okay? Really not the case. Oh my God. So what you need to do, Dreamcast guy, okay? What you need to do, because obviously you've run out of things to talk about, and the gaming industry is in turmoil right now. There's not much to talk about, okay? Clearly you're struggling to keep the lights on, okay? You don't have health benefits, okay? You don't have a pension plan. You don't work for a living, okay? You used to be homeless. You're not homeless anymore because you have a roof over your head. But if you don't actually wake up and smell the roses and get a fucking job like the rest of us, then you will be homeless again. And you'll have nobody to blame but yourself, okay? Google's not your employer, okay? They don't have you on the payroll, okay? You are living by the seat of your pants, my friend, okay? You need to get a life. You need to go out there and find what it is that you're good at and do YouTube as a side piece, as a hobby, because it's not a full-fledged career, okay? And when you're talking about Team Green the way you are, you're just making yourself look like an idiot. So Max, I hope you've got a good support system around you. I really do. I hope you get the help that you need, because I'm really concerned for you right now, buddy. I am really concerned for you. Oh my God. So anyways, Dreamcast guy, you know, your YouTube career is in the shitters. Okay, it's sad watching this fall from grace, the way you're putting out this trash content. And yeah, we feel for you, Dreamcast guy. We feel for you. You know what? I walked by McDonald's earlier today, and they're looking to hire. So you might want to get your resume in there. They got benefits, Max. They've got benefits, and I hear they have a hell of a pension plan. Okay? So anyways, Max, do yourself a favor. Okay? March your bald ass down to McDonald's. Put your resume in there. And make me a goddamn Big Mac, okay? Ugh.